Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy HD the King, and today we got a lot to talk about. NBA 2K25 patch notes 2.0. We have season 2 right around the corner, October 18th. We are set, and yeah, with no further ado, no gimmicks, no jokes, just info for the folks. Let's get on to it. Patch notes 2.0. This update will be released this week, starting with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, S, and followed later by the Steam release before the start of Season 2. General preparations for NBA 2K25 Season 2 launching on Friday, October 18th at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Stay tuned for what we have in store. Many additions and improvements to audio and commentary have been made across all game modes. The Los Angeles Lakers in-season tournament championship banner has been added. The basketball stanchion for the Orlando Magic Classic Court 1994-1995 has been updated for historical accuracy. The black shoulder stripe for the Chicago Bulls should now only appear on the uniform from the correct season. The NBA Finals MVP trophy has been updated to reflect the recent redesign. Fix the hang that could occur when editing a shoe in the shoe creator menu. Players are now correctly labeled as hot in the substitutions menu during gameplay across all modes. Changes to the rotation timeline will now properly save when adjusting from the create roster menu. Now that's just page 1 of 16. Let's get on to the second page, guys, with no further ado. Pardon me for that, guys. All right, we're on the second page. By community request in the create roster menu, after deleting, trading, or signing a player, the next available player on the list will now be highlighted. Changes to signature jump shots when creating a player will now correctly preview in the menu. Fixed an issue that caused the player to not be visible when creating a player and attempted to update tattoos after adjusting signature animations. The following current day uniforms have been updated, will be reflected after the next roster update. Los Angeles Lakers, Jerry West commemorative patch. Memphis Grizzlies new sponsor patch. Miami Heat new sponsor patch. Pelicans new sponsor patch. Orlando Magic Pat Williams commemorative patch. Philadelphia 76ers new sponsor patch. Trailblazers Bill Walton commemorative patch. Raptors new sponsor patch. Wizards new sponsor patch. The following courts have received update designs or fixes for accuracy: Dallas Mavericks, Portland Trailblazers. So that's page 2, guys. Let's get on to page 3. The following players have had likeness updates or other adjustments made. New player scans: Cam Christie, Cam Spencer, Jalen Bridges, Jermaine Samuels Jr., Johnny Furphy, KJ Simpson, Nate Williams, Nafali Dante, Niyadu Walsh. Tattoo updates: AJ Johnson, Anthony Davis, historic version, Anthony Edwards, Baylor Shearman, LaMelo Ball, LeBron James, Liz Dixon, Natasha Mack, Ray Burrell, Suggs Sutton, Tyler Smith. Hair dynamic updates: Aaliyah Edwards, Andre Drummond, Antonio Reeves, Bobby Clintman, Brianna Stewart, Bridget Carlton Carrington, Charisma Osborne, Cole Anthony, Crystal Dangerfield, Delano Banton, Diamond DeShields, Dylan Jones, Erica Wheeler, Gary Trent Jr., Jalen Brunson, Jonathan Mogbo, Jordan Hurston, Markeisha Davis, Melvin Injinka, Makia Harrigan, Neka Agumike, Pacomi Dediet, Rob Dillingham, Stephon Castle, Terrence Shannon Jr., Tristan Newton. General hairstyle or likeness updates: Aaron Wiggins, Kobe White, Dennis Schroeder, Kate Martin, Kelly Oubre Jr., Kemba Walker, Paul Reed, Quinton Jackson, Sean Bradley. That's page 3 of 16. We're only a quarter of the way through, guys. This right here is highlighting page 4 in the patch notes of 2.0. Let me just get on up there. Patch notes, gameplay. Made various adjustments to reduce the effectiveness of pass steals, including toning down unrealistic catches when close to the passer and blind catches facing the wrong way. Improved shot contest logic for more reliable coverage scores for both perimeter and interior defense. Hands down situations will no longer register as tight. Open shots received a slight buff to maintain balance. Improved responsiveness when dribbling or shooting with the pro stick, and also reduced delays with catch and shoot. Fixed an exploit that made low post fades overly effective. Repaired some dribble move branches, including the 720 spin glitch and unwanted double hesitation moves from triple threat. Standing floaters will now properly use the close shot rating, while driving floaters will use a weighted average of the higher between driving layup and close shot. Restricted post spin shots to live dribble situations to prevent double dribble violations, and fixed unrelated issue that allowed double dribbles to occur in the post without a violation being called. A slight nerf was made to deep post drop step effectiveness. Falling face down shot landings will now only trigger when hit from behind. No freaky. Page 5 coming up. Tuned catch collisions to improve animation coverage and have them play in more appropriate situations. Improve the ball attachment logic, particularly when starting a dunk or layup mid dribble. That's interesting. Improve the ball attachment logic, particularly when starting a dunk or layup. Okay, I'm assuming they're together. Added a support to scale takeover meter progress differently for short quarters and modes without a game clock, such as triple threat in my team. Fixed an issue where the 2K camera flip would get confused on the direction of play when a turnover happened immediately after a rebound. Manually selected defense matchups will no longer reset after a timeout is called. Adjusted one of Jordan Clarkson's step back jumpers to prevent unrealistic initial dribble speed. Updated Devin Booker's post shimmy fade package. Changed Mark Williams' signature jump shot to be valid for big men only. Your player will now break out of a go-to shot if moved too far from the shot marker in certain drills. Fixed an issue that made self alley-oops very difficult to complete in a dunk contest. Fixed the scoring bug in the dunk contest that would incorrectly award points on missed dunks. That's page 5. Moving on over to page 6. This is for the City Pro-Am Rec Theater Proving Grounds. Many improvements to performance, stability, and visuals have been made to enhance the overall experience in the city. Several changes have been made to resolve stability and connection issues in streetball co-op games. Friends on the social menu playing NBA 2K25 will now be correctly listed as doing so. Fixed the hang that could occur when attempted to enter the event center after using the squad finder. Fixed an issue with squads attempted to enter the event center. The top ranked Proving Grounds player icon will now properly persist after playing multiple games. Player ranking is now visible when leveling up in Proving Grounds. Shorts length can now be customized in Proving Ground games. Earning hot zones in the drill with Lethal Shooter has been made easier. Team modes dances in the city have been adjusted to ensure that players stay properly in sync in all situations. Other players will now properly join teammate dances when attempted in the Gatorade training facility. Resolved an issue that could delay the top time from being added to the leaderboard at the track. That's page 6. Heading on over to page 7. Friends will now correctly appear on the Recruit Players tab in the Pro-Am menu. Fix the hang that would occur in the My Court when several consecutive shoot-around games are played. My Court shooting drill score tiles will now properly match up with the appropriate player. And the next few are for My Career quest progression. Multiple fixes and adjustments have been made to improve the overall quest experience and ensure proper progression and quest completion throughout the mode. Various tuning adjustments and fixes have been made to optimize content related to personal goals and overall career progress. Several adjustments have been made to stat tracking and requirements for both Dynasty moments and GOAT moments. Many improvements have been made to social media messaging to ensure accuracy and proper frequency. Fixed an issue that caused an indefinite hang when attempted to load a My Career save. Fixed the progression blocker that could occur in the offseason when attempted to play the open run or advance in the next season. That's it for page 7. We're moving on to page 8. Fixed an issue that could prevent simulating games in the NBA season if the NBA debut quest did not correctly complete. Fixed a scheduling problem that could prevent regular season NBA games from being played after NBA Cup games have been completed. Fixed an issue that could halt progress on becoming a starter when the player ahead of my play in the lineup gets injured. Fixed issues with the NBA debut, personal goals, NBA Cup champion, matchup nightmare, bonus challenge 2, and Gatorade workout quests that could cause them to remain active after completion. Fixed a display issue indicating that Workout Warrior had been earned before the required 12 drills had been completed. I experienced that one. Fixed an issue with the franchise play Trouble in Paradise quiz that caused an incorrect play to be displayed in the objectives. Fixed an issue where the face of the franchise quest could be incorrectly filled when progressing to the next season. Changes made to the My Minutes menu will now be properly applied to the next NBA game. Ensured that the maximum overdrive quest will now progress correctly when reaching a 95 overall. Fixed the hang that could occur when attempted to retry or play the next heart of a Dynasty game. That's it for page 8. Moving on to page 9. I told you folks, this is a lot to talk about. Usually we quick with these, but 16 pages. Heart of a Dynasty games can now be started as expected when in the team practice facility or Brickleys. Fixed an issue that could prevent rewards from being properly received after completing off-season activities. Completing the GOAT moment for winning the 3-point or dunk contest is no longer delayed. The correct overall rating will now be displayed for my player when going into 3v3 test build games. Fix an issue that could give you control of a player other than my player in test and builds games. Test build games will now be played on the currently chosen difficulty. Filling the pregame shoot-around takeover meter has been made easier. Added support for multiple record-breaking speeches in the same game, as well as improvements to overall flow when these are activated. Fixed an issue that could cause certain Jalen Murphy show scenes to take place in the wrong location. Fixed a user-reported issue that could cause some second-year players to be referred to as rookies in the commentary during the first NBA season. Moving on to page 10. 6 more pages to go, guys. A lot of BS, to be honest. But I'm glad that they're giving us this BS rather than not giving us no BS at all. I'm going to say that. My team challenges. Challenges will now be filtered to the selected category rather than showing all seasonal, lifetime, and other challenge types in a single list. Awards for completed challenges must now be claimed from the challenge menu before appearing in unopened packs or receiving my team points and my team rep. Made improvements to in-game and pause menu trackers for active challenges. Clutch time challenge games will now display win conditions on the score overlay in game. Addressed an issue where stat tracking challenge games could fail to complete exchanges. Added support for unauctionable cards to be added to exchanges that support them. Certain card themes like season rewards will still be restricted from the exchange. Duplicates of the same card can now be added to an exchange at the same time. Auction house. Player auction listings with the shoe card applied will now display the applied takeover name. We're getting into some My Team stuff for the My Team players. The gameplay HUD visibility can now be toggled during the gameplay by pressing up on the D-pad. In multiplayer games, the opponent customized HUD settings will no longer override the local player settings for the ball handler text. Address an issue with camera setting in the triple threat mode not being saved. Ensure coach boost would apply after rematches. In single player modes, breakout gatekeeper spots will now display the prize points required when selected. Gatekeeper games will now have an overlay display before starting, which includes the full prize name. Triple threat park. Dynamic duos and evolved player cards will now appear correctly in Triple Threat Park games pre-game reveals. Fixed an issue that could prevent a Triple Threat Park game from counting towards the daily win streaks. My player height will now be accurately represented on the Triple Threat Park sidelines with added protection to prevent them from getting onto the court. Page 11 of 16. That's now we're getting to 12. 4 more pages, y'all. Icon pass to teammates nearest the hoop is now enabled in Triple Threat Park games. Defensive matchups can now be adjusted during Triple Threat Park games. Enabled who to guard switcher by holding pass, change player button on defense. In Triple Threat Park games, games played in Triple Threat Park will now contribute to player card stats. Various other improvements have been made to spectating games in Triple Threat Park Showdown. Detailed descriptions of the weekly prizes in the Showdown menu have been added. Fixed user-reported issues with the Showdown leaderboard stats. King of the Court. Fixed number of games required for King of the Court qualifications in the Showdown menu. Updated eligible player status text from not started to qualified in the King of the Court menu. Locked-in player cards can now be sent on exhibition missions. There's so much of this stuff. Oh, man. We on page 13. Moved exhibition missions duration to the player selection screen to better differentiate between available missions and ones already started. Lineups. Added measures to prevent autofill lineups from having duplicate players in the lineup. Enable custom on-the-fly lineups. You can set these up in the Edit Lineup Coaching tab. Coach Gameplay menu. Various other improvements have been made to the Coach Gameplay settings. Additional fixes. Fix an issue that prevent player cards from being sorted by overall in the My Collection menu. In Domination, the selected difficulty required score differential has been added to the pause menu challenge tracker. Improvements have been made to both scrimmage and practice plays in the trainer hub. Change the default difficulty of freestyle shoot around to pro. 4-pointers will now accurately contribute to plus, minus, and other stats. Prevented the menus from becoming unresponsive in rare cases after completing the My Team tutorials or redeeming multiple shattered prize rewards. Address visual issues that could occur in Ascension. We on page 14 of 16. This is for my NBA errors, my GM, and the W. Various stability fixes and improvements have been made for the my NBA errors online, the W. Fixed the user reported issue where players would not be present in the league the following season after retirement is overridden. Adjusted the NBA Cup scheduling logic to ensure that all games are assigned and scheduled correctly. FIBA teams can now be properly selected to control when attempting to play FIBA qualifying FIBA friendly games in the My Errors offseason. Fix the rare hang that could occur when attempting to play or rematch FIBA games in later My NBA seasons. Fix an issue that could occur that could cause players from the opposing team to be celebrating with the winning team in the finals in My NBA Errors or WNBA. The correct celebration sequence will now play after winning the conference finals in My NBA Errors and WNBA. Ensure that future games are scheduled as expected with the rival team when accepting related tasks in My GM. You can now choose to spectate and not control either side on the team select screen in My GM. The All NBA third team is no longer scheduled in the Magic vs. Bird era for historical accuracy. Moving on to page 15. The perfect release effect now correctly appears during the 3-point contest in My NBA Errors. Contract offers on the player card are now sorted by player interest during free agency and My NBA Errors. The following uniforms from the Steph era have been added: 14 Pistons, 14 Spurs, 15 Nuggets, 15 Raptors, 2017 Mavericks. Fix the hang that could occur after an invite is accepted in My NBA Errors online. Fix the hang that could occur during the staff signing period in the off season of My NBA Errors online. Fixed an issue that could prevent further progression in my WNBA online during the off-season catch-up scouting period. The correct ball is now used during the Commissioner's Cup Finals in My WNBA and the W. Fixed the user-reported progression blocker that could occur in the W due to a career-ending injury. The endorsement menu will now be properly activated when leveling up the buzz pillar in the W. And finally, we head on to the last page. Man, it's been a crazy 16 pages. Prevented the choose your shoe brand menu from incorrectly appearing during certain press conferences in the W. My players' accessories will now probably show up during the conferences in the W. PC. Various stability and performance optimizations have been made to enhance the overall experience, fix the potential hang, and clarify error messages when launching the game with certain hardware configurations. Various updates have been made to the shader compiling process to improve efficiency and clarity in messaging, fix the hang that could occur when attempting to enter the sideline street ball court in the city with certain hardware configurations. So that's it. Patch notes 2.0. October 16th, October 18th, new season, NBA 2K25.